That's Seth / Red Rain right there with Demons, and a great song. I remember hearing that song for the first time. I'm thinking back already, Chris. My friendship with Sammy goes back 20 years already.
Jeez, we are old as fuck.
You know what? It's kind of weird because when I was doing the CMS at WSTB, I wanted to do kind of like an hour of new bands or, independent bands. And somehow, some way, Sammy will have to tell you the story because I don't exactly recall, but somebody who lived there in the Ohio area who was friends with Sammy told him about the show and said, hey, this guy's playing like independent bands and stuff. You got to send your CD in. So
then Moose Radio was born. Oh, never.
So then I got a hold of this EP. It came in the mail, and because I listened to everything that I got, and that song just grabbed me the minute I heard it, and I thought, man, that song kicks ass. And it's been a favorite of mine ever since. And not until what's it been? 3 years ago, I think. 3 years, about 3 years ago was the first time I actually met Sammy face to face.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we kept in touch. We talked on the phone, we text and stuff, never met the guy face to face. But then they got out there on the road with Tesla, and they were playing in Grand Rapids, which is about a little over 2 hour ride for me. And I thought, you know what? He's coming in the area. I'm going to go up and meet these guys.
Sure.
And it was a great hang.
Yeah. For me, dude, it is impossible to get me to come out. And when they played Summer Bash, I actually came out twice.
Yeah, you went to the hotel and we had some Jack and Cokes.
Surprised everybody by showing up for that one.
Well, you surprised me because you beat me to the hotel. I drove from Chicago down to Wooster, Ohio, and by the time I got there, because I was on the phone with you on my way there.
Right.
And you go, well, say hey to the guys for me when you get there and stuff. So I get in there, I walk into the hotel, and there you are hoisting drinks with the guys.
Yeah. Dude, it was one of those things. I hung up with you, and I just was in that mood. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. What else am I doing? I'm sitting here beating my dick watching TV. I'm going to go and drink some drinks.
Yeah, and you did.
And I just jumped in the car and drove down, and then we hung out in the lobby there until we basically got kicked out of the lobby.
Well, what was so funny about that hotel is they actually had a bar.
Yeah.
But there was nobody there to work the bar.
Right.
So we had our own drinks.
Yeah.
And we sat in the lobby having our own drinks in the hotel lobby, having Jack and Cokes and beer and stuff.
Yeah. Just being loud and obnoxious. And the lady really didn't say nothing for most of the night.
Well, there was nobody there. It was Wooster, Ohio, of all things. I mean, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah, it's not like it's a big truck stop on the way to anywhere. That hotel in Worcester. I'm surprised they had a hotel, to be honest.
Yeah. But, that was a lot of fun. And man, that's been a couple years already.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
But, so, obviously Sammy and the guys doing real well and, traveling all over the Southeast, opening up half hour, dude. They're driving 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
So, shacking up for the night, playing 30 minutes. It takes them longer to set up their gear.
Yeah. I just can't even imagine what, and I wouldn't ask Sammy on the air. And I don't want him to call and say it, but, I don't want him to call and lie. But there's a wife behind that's like, when are you going to stop running around pretending you're a rock star? That's been said.
Of course.
She's been like, all right, your little game has been fun, but my God, how many more years are you going to pretend you're a rock star? Those words have been said.
Isn't that the truth? Hail and Kill Call, you're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Poonhound?
Hey, look,
Lou
it's
from
Lou.
The Lou.
It's Lou from the Lou. Hey, Lou, I was watching a documentary. It wasn't really a documentary. It's this guy. I don't know what his deal is, but he just basically goes out on the road and explores cities and things like that. And I watched one today where he basically drove up and down the streets of St. Louis.
Yeah, I hope he stayed out of North St. Louis.
Well, he did. He talked about that was the worst part of town, but He went by your Enterprise arena
Enterprise Center.
with your beloved Blues.
Who won tonight again? Thank you.
And I saw it and I thought, hey, there's Lou hanging out right in front of the building, waiting for it to open.
Yeah, I've actually had to sit out the goddamn game tonight. I'm sitting around here more useless than a nigger. I shredded my Achilles tendon.
How did you do that? Were you running from a nigger?
Oh, jeez.
No. This is the most fucking pussy way I could have done it. But all I did was step on a curb in front of my house.
Are you sure your name isn't Chris Aiken?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I did that, and I got another MRI scheduled on Monday, and find out if I'm going to need surgery for it or not. So, fucking walking wounded around here. So you guys are bitching about having to go out. I wish I could fucking get out, but I'm limping more than fucking Tiny Tim around here.
So did you watch the game on TV then?
Yeah, I watched the St. Louis Battlehawks and the Blues tonight.
Wow, look at you.
And then I've never listened to Opie and Anthony before. So I started playing some of their old bits on YouTube, and I definitely see the inspiration you guys got from Opie and Anthony.
Right.
I mean, Anthony, Jim Norton are great. Opie, he sucks. I mean, he was terrible. Even from the few hours, I mean, I can kind of see why nobody ever fucking liked that guy.
Well, you probably wouldn't know what era of Opie and Anthony you were listening to, but yeah.
It had dates.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 08 through 010. I think 012 was probably the latest.
Yeah.
Some of the bits I was listening to.
06 to 10 is about the best of it. That's when they were on fire. I love that era.
I mean, it was just, it was great. Anthony with his open racism and, Jim Norton. But, Opie, he was kind of like a third wheel, He was just kind of like the dude that just fucking tags along, and, the only reason he's around, you let him come around because you can, sucker him out giving you gas money or, beer money or something. But other than that, he's like the guy that, he comes to the party and you look at it and you're like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude?
Well, it got even worse after he got married because he was trying to tone the show down.
Figures. So he was trying to do a Howard Stern and just do a complete sellout and tone it down. He got married, got happy, because you guys said, Howard Stern was best when he was married and miserable and hungry. Now, he's become what he used to make fun of and rip on a show.
It's true.
That is true.
I mean, he is a total suck ass. I mean, whenever the same celebrities he used to rip on and call them out, he brings them on the show and kisses their ass. And it's just like, God, see, this is what happens. I'm a capitalist. I'm for making as much money as you want. But this is what happens when you just make too much goddamn fuck you money.
Yeah.
You lose your edge.
See,
so,
but hold on. That makes no sense, though. Because once you have fuck you money, why in the hell would you do something that's false? That's what I wonder. He's got the fuck you money. He's got $1 billion. At this point, he should be more rebellious, not less, because he doesn't give a shit. But instead, it's I'm going on Ellen to dance with her and then fucking talk about Animal Protective League or whatever.
I'm going to bring Hillary Clinton on my show and kiss her fat ass.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fat asses, he called that Lena Dunham, that god awful fat chick. He's calling her fat, and then he brings her on the show to fucking apologize and kiss her ass. And it's like, man, that never would have happened 20 fucking years ago.
Of course not.
Never.
Well, it's hard for me to believe, Lou, that after all these years that you just now are hearing Opie and Anthony for the first time.
Well, I knew of them, but I was always a Howard guy. So, but, now obviously, that ship has sailed. I actually missed the boat. Thank God for YouTube. That's about one of the only good things about YouTube. And I've kind of been listening to gonna start looking at some Anthony Cumia's his shit from the compound.
Yeah.
That he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
dude,
yeah, I mean,
still listen to O&A clips at least once a week. I just pull something up from O&A and listen. It's a weird thing that even though they were doing a pop culture show, it doesn't really date itself real bad. You can listen to it now and it's still funny, and it's not like, oh, I remember. You know, the stories are not, their topics are not all related to specific instances. It's more wide, you know, thing, kind of like what we do sort of here in a way. Like, I'll point to one specific bit that you probably haven't heard. I know Neely's heard it. They do this bit about the song, the Edmund Fitzgerald. And it's the funniest fucking bit of, I think, in the O&A history. And it's so funny, but it could be, you could listen to it back in 2004 or 5 when they did it. You can listen to it now. You can listen to it 20 years from now, and it'll still be funny.
Yeah, because it's a timeless piece.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they did. They were never focused on, well, today in the news, you know, this happened, to where that stuff, you listen back to it 10 years later, and you're like, oh, yeah, whatever, you know, and you move on.
Right. Well, I mean, I thought one of the funniest bits that they had a couple on there talking about, I don't know if you ever seen the Siamese twins. One of them wanted to be a country music star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Tim Norton's talking, you know, he's talking, yeah, you got to go. I'm tired of carrying you around. Because the one wanted to be a country music star, and the other one, like, one had legs, the other one just went around like on a gurney or something. And I've seen those two before. Yeah, the one's name was Reba, and I forget what the other fucking twin is. So, but you just listening to him, I mean, especially Jim Norton. I mean, and the thing about Norton, like, I was listening to some of the bits with Jesse. They had a roundabout with Jesse Ventura.
Yeah,
and you know, Anthony never backed down. I mean, not Anthony. Jim Norton never backed down with Ventura. You know, Ventura was like, well, I'm a Navy SEAL, and I'm this, I'm that, which, you know, God bless you. But, you know, Jim Norton was like, well, that don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean I can't debate you. So,
and Norton was like, what are you going to do, hit me?
Exactly. But, man, and another thing, man, a couple weeks ago, you guys were talking about the emergency response team at my alma mater at Oklahoma. Boy, that makes me a real fucking proud alumni.
Is that where you went to school?
It's where I did my undergrad.
Oh, wow, look at you. Did they have the Burt down there at that time?
No. No, they didn't.
Well, with you on campus, I think they probably felt the need that they had to put together the Black Emergency Response Team.
Well, the recent news, I don't know if you guys are going to cover it or not, but the Negroes, there's another incident of a teacher using the term nigger, and they're having a sit-in. And I'm not making this up. One of their demands is that the sit-in
at the unemployment office.
Well, I mean, you're going to love this. The irony, and I'm not making this up, it's at the administrative building. One of their demands, other than every student has to take cultural sensitivity and diversity class before they graduate, but they want a multicultural center. And guess what they're asking in this multicultural center?
That you be a guest speaker?
No. They're wanting a Popeyes. They're demanding a Popeyes.
Well, what if they said no Popeyes, but a Chick-fil-A? Do you think that'll go over very well?
Oh hell no, because you know they kill gay people and put them in their chicken over there. So you know, but I mean, I'm not joking. They want a Popeyes in their multicultural center, and it's just like, boy, you want to talk about joke writing itself. So, but yeah, they mentioned the Black Emergency Team and all that crap.
Black Emergency Response Team.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get when you quit hanging niggers from trees. They go running wild.
I have to step away from this phone call.
Jeez, Lou.
Why don't you start the WERT, the White Emergency Response Team?
Oh, well, that'd be racist and shit. We don't need it. We got white privilege. We got everything. Hell, you know, I don't, you know, I ain't, you know, not even sweating this injury here. Hell, my white privilege will get me through it.
Right. You're sitting there like a lame duck on your couch, but you're not worried about a goddamn thing.
No, because white privilege, you know, there's going to be a bag of money show up at my fucking doorstep, you know, and everything's going to be covered. Doctor bills, all like electricity bills, all that, you know, just because I'm white. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there like a protester at a Popeyes rally.
No, I'm sitting like a nigger on the front porch sucking on a watermelon.
My goodness, Lou.
You just love throwing that word around, don't you, Lou?
It's just a word.
It is just a
word. If it hurts somebody's feelings, that says more about them than it does me.
Yeah, well, see, Lou's got it down, Chris.
I hear that.
You know, niggers. You know, jackal sucks dick. I mean, you know, it's just words. You let that offend you.
You just live for this show, don't you, Lou?
Well, God, that says a lot about me. I'm Tim James of the Midwest. Holy shit! Talk about needing to reevaluate my life.
Well, at least you've learned not to give the key to your house to some skank.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Nope. Though I probably could dip my wine in the waters again, since it's for past Valentine's Day and you know the Christmas holidays and that.
Yeah,
so,
but
you know,
the hockey season isn't over yet.
No, you're right. Thank you for being the voice of reason.
It might be for Lou with his bum knee. He might not be able to go to the games anymore.
Shit, I'll buy the playoff tickets and I'll just flip them.
He's a capitalist, Chris.
Of course.
Make money. Well, that's how I afforded to go through the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Is you buy, you know, for 4 games, you buy 4 tickets, you keep a couple and you flip the other 2. And as hot as playoff tickets were last year, I was getting double the face value. So I'm getting double the face value off $100 ticket.
So it's a breaky.
You keep, you basically, they pay for themselves. And I think out of 4 rounds of playoffs, the total would have been close to $700. I probably only paid about $150 out of pocket for the ticket. So that's how you do it. So if I can't, you know, hopefully by then I'll be in some sort of walking boot or something, so I can at least, you know, walk. I'm not, you know, hopping around like some fucking crippled. But yeah. So I mean, that's my plan for that. If I can't make them, hell, there's going to be enough of a demand and market for them that I can more than make my money back.
There you go.
See, so Lou is a thinking man. He thinks ahead. He's already got it planned out. If this doesn't work, this is what I got planned out. Unlike the people who were caught in Katrina in New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But hell, you know, Katrina wasn't that bad. I mean, that was the first bath some of them niggers took in a long time.
Jesus, Lou. Right when we thought you were out, you come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, if I had took the Bernie Sanders approach, I would just be like, well, a ticket for you, a ticket for you, a ticket for you. You know, it's not fair that I wouldn't get the tickets because it's not fair. That everybody doesn't get a ticket. So why should I have a ticket when nobody, you know, when it's only fair if everybody gets a ticket.
Right.
So the fair thing would be to not buy the tickets, and that way we'd all be even keel. So, but no, I prefer the capitalist method.
All right.
Raise more people out of poverty than any other economic system in the world.
Well, so. Look at Lou. He not only is he humorous, but he teaches a financial lesson as well, Chris.
You know, I'm learning every day.
He's educational.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So one more thing, because my manager's walking in the room. Chris, being a wrestling guy, who was your all-time favorite?
Wrestler?
Yeah.
Iron Mike Sharp.
Iron Mike Sharp. Me, I was the Four Horsemen.
I'm kidding. Iron Mike Sharp. Come on. That's a jobber's jobber. I don't know.
Never know.
I don't know. Probably Kevin Nash in the NWO era. I liked him. I thought he was cool.
The Outsiders with Scott Hall.
Yeah, before Hogan joined and turned it into a shit show with, 43 guys in the NWO. When it was just the two Outsiders, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, it was pretty much everybody. He had all those different divisions in the NWO. You had the Wolf Pack, the Outsiders, all that.
White,
and it's just
red,
like
yep. And then you had the Mexican World Order that formed. Remember, Eddie Guerrero formed the LWO, Latino World Order.
Then you had NWA coming out of Compton.
Yeah, straight out of Compton, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, niggers with attitudes. Niggers with AIDS.
Jeez.
That'd be Neely's band.
What are you saying about me, Lou?
Neely's band?
Well, you're the one who taught us all that Negroes have AIDS. That's why you don't sleep with black women. Not only we get that apple sheen all over your bed sheets, you get AIDS.
My God, Lou.
Wouldn't get that shit out of you. Wouldn't get that shit out of your pillowcases and stuff.
Are you speaking from experience, Lou?
No, God, no.
He's speaking from the scene in Coming to America.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The couch.
What was that? Afro Glow or
So Glow.
So Glow.
You make your soul glow.
And see, here's the thing. They're making a sequel to that that's supposed to come out later this year. And it's like, there's no way that's going to be funny because they couldn't get away with half the shit from the original Coming to America.
Not that I'm a big fan of Saturday Night Live, but Eddie Murphy killed on Saturday Night Live, and he did not.
Yeah, we had Buckwheat.
He did not pussy out.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Velvet Jones.
Yeah, he didn't pussy out, and
so, but
no one wants to see him pussy out. Nobody wants to see social justice Eddie.
Well, he did kind of pussy out when he was making all those damn Disney family movies. So I was surprised to see him go back to his old material. I was kind of shocked.
Well, he needs to now. Nobody wants Dr. Doolittle anymore.
But his best joke of that show, though, was his opening monologue when he said, what was it? How surprising is it that I'm a boring stay-at-home family dad and Bill Cosby's in jail? So what was it? He goes, 20 years ago, even I would have took that bet. It'd be the other way around. But anyway, though, Hell and Kill, fuck you, pal. Richie Blackmore sucks. Jackal swallows.
Jeez, wow.
Lou always got something to say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No shit. I honestly think Coming to America 2 is going to be okay.
You think so?
I do think so. I think Eddie has nothing to lose at this point, and he wants to go on tour and do a comedy tour too. And nothing would make that sell better than if he did a movie that fits.
Yeah,
and I hope it's good because I'll tell you what, that's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Really,
it's one of the few that I own, and I watch it all the time. Coming to America is just funny. You don't like that movie?
No, I like it. I don't know that I would ever say it's one of my all-time favorite. I mean, I think it's funny. I've seen it. I've probably seen it at least a half a dozen times.
Seen it easily 50 times. I absolutely love. I like when they have John Amos trying to explain the difference between McDonald's and McDowell's,
right?
To Eddie Murphy. They've got the golden arches. We've got the golden arch. See, it's different. See? So fucking good. and when he has the landlord, and the landlord, he's like, I would like you to take this room. And he's like, yeah, you can take my apartment. It's real fucked up. That movie just is so full of one-liners, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's when, nobody thought about political correctness.
I know. I love it.
It was not a political correctness was not even anything on anybody's radar.
The royal balls are clean, Your Highness. So fucking wrong.
Yep.
Love that. I don't know how they'll do James Earl Jones, though. Isn't he like 130 years old?
Yeah.
If he's even still alive. I don't even know if he's still alive.
Yeah, I think he's still alive.
He's got to be 95 years old, doesn't he?
I don't even know how old he is.
I got to look him up.
James Earl Jones.
He's got to be 90 years old.
Bathe her and bring her to me.
He's 89.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah. They're not going to trot him out for a movie at 89. He might die on the set.
I think you're an ageist.
I am an ageist. I definitely am. He'll die on the set. Sorry. How much do you think he's worth? I'm looking at it.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Voice of Darth Vader.
Well, let me think.
Bunch of movies.
I'm going to say, I'm thinking Gene Simmons is worth like 400 million. So I got to think he's probably worth double that. So I'm going to say 800 million.
45 million.
That's all?
That's it.
Doesn't seem like very much.
It doesn't really. He's going to be in this movie. Unfucking believable. He's in the new movie.
All right.
I just pulled up the Wikipedia on it, Coming to America with the number 2 in it. It's Eddie Arsenio Hall. I'm looking for John Amos is back. That's good. Tracy Morgan's going to be in it. Wesley Snipes, James Earl Jones, Louis Anderson. Yeah, because he was the other employee.
Yeah, he was always mopping the floor and shit.
Exactly. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. This movie's going to be good. I can't wait to see this.
All right.
When is it out? Why don't they fucking put it out already? I'm ready to see it now, goddammit. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but
because Lou mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
So,
it's scheduled for release on December 18th. So we got to wait till the end of the year.
All right, you got 10 months to wait.
Oh, the way the year's going, that'll seem like an hour. I will go see that in the theater.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely, we'll go see that.
Now, that's saying something.
Yeah, because I don't go to theaters. Last movie I saw in the theater was Ted 2. When was that? 7 years ago?
Yeah. What was that, 2010 or something like that?
Something like that. I don't know. No, it was after Divorce Level. I know that. So it's like 6-7 years ago, but that was my last venture into a theater. I'm excited to see that movie. I can't wait.